What better way to start off than talking about dating advice? Guys, we've all heard the saying from our parents, from our grandparents, from everyone else around us saying that, hey, just be yourself. Now, it sounds like bad advice, right? Just be yourself. Oh, yeah, no shit, It sounds very basic. But I'm here to tell you guys that this is probably the best thing anyone could ever give you is just be yourself. Because I've been the guy that I've tried to be ultra blue pilled. I've tried to be ultra red pilled. I've tried, to be super masculine, Andrew Tate style, not giving F about women. That doesn't work because at the end of the day, if you try to act like someone else, it's inauthentic. And females, they're the most socially smart individuals out there. They're smarter, like us men compared to females when it comes to social intelligence, we're like bird brains compared to them. And they're like Albert Einsteins. I'm telling you guys, they can literally sense when a dude's like attracted to them, whenever a dude's like staring at them from across the room. Like they can just pick up on this stuff, bro. Whenever you're just being inauthentic, females are able to just simply pick up on that kind of BS, guys. So it will never work. The best way to get females is just to be yourself. But I'm not saying just be yourself if you're a loser. Obviously, if you're a loser or you're someone that can't get females naturally, then you have to work on yourself. Become a better version of yourself, doing stuff like increasing your muscle, increasing your finances, getting better style, wearing better clothes, growing out a beard, growing out facial hair, figuring out, what the best hairstyle for your personal body and shape is, and just doing all these different things and just getting, more confident over time because competence leads to confidence. So just becoming a more confident individual will make you naturally just a better version of yourself. And that version of yourself that works hard, is disciplined, is motivated, has a good mindset, good mental health, he's going to do a lot better than the version of yourself that has none of those things. So just be yourself when it comes to females, guys, but become the best possible version of yourself. So that way your authenticity and your good energy is vibrant and females will come to you naturally if you're like that. By the way, if you guys are new here, my name is Osa. I post educational content on YouTube daily and I post stuff about self-improvement, fitness, vlogs. I do a little bit of everything and just kind of sharing my life stories. So if you're interested, just go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you see more content like this in the future. Smash the like button and let me know down in the comments what you want me to post next or just whatever, what your thoughts on the video are. And in case you are new here, I do offer one-on-one coaching. It is the top link in the description. If you want to book a personal call with me, we can talk about what's going on, what might be some mindset barriers. And I could just be your therapist if you want to hear or have someone talk to you, hear what the problems are, and just have a conversation, So whatever you're looking for, I do offer it coaching one-on-one. It'll be the top link in the description. With that said, let's get into the next topic of the video. Which leads us to topic number 2. There is no secret to success. Anyone that tells you that they're going to show you the easy way to make lots of money is lying to you, or they're just trying to sell you a course, guys. The only way to become successful and good at really just about anything is honestly just to do hard work, clean living. That's something my pops used to always tell me, and it's something I'm finally starting to understand why he's been saying that. It's because if you try to find the easy way out, if you try to find the shortcut, like for fitness, the shortcut is just taking steroids, right? Taking the shot, but then you're dying younger, you look like crap, and then by the time you're 40, you look like you're an old man. So obviously, it's a shortcut to getting results, but you ruin your health. Think about making money. You can try to be that guy who tries to, sell pot and all that garbage, but what happens? You end up getting either shot or you get put in jail. So the only way to really become successful in life and not have to take major risks that, can ruin your health, your mental health, or even destroy your life is just to do the hard work, put your head down, and focus on living a clean, stable life. And believe me, guys, I've tried all the shortcut success. I bought courses. I've, done the red pill dating game advice. I've done the drop shipping, the real estate game. I've done car sales. Car sales actually does work though, to be fair. But I've done all the stuff, and I'm not saying that all that stuff is bad, but if you go into it with the intention of just get rich quick, you're gonna fail miserably. You gotta look at it in the long term. And you got to find something to actually enjoy doing. Because no matter what you pick, whether it's being a YouTuber, being the best real estate agent, being the best salesman, or whatever, you can make money doing pretty much any of these things and make, a stupid amount of money, 10,000, and scale up to 100 grand once you turn into a successful business model. But that's why I always say, you got to choose something that you like doing, that is fun for you and fits your personality type. So that way it can be sustainable so you can do it long term. If you hate what you do, what's going to happen is you're going to make money, but you're going to spend the same amount of money you're making because you're doing a job you hate for 10 hours a day. Versus if you do a job you love, that you actually like, do it for 10 hours a day, then you'll be able to save that money and invest it in yourself. Here's the third thing. How many of you guys feel lost? Like you don't know what you want to do in life. You don't know where to start. You don't know, you feel like you're lost. You have no direction. You know, you want to be successful, but you just don't know what to do, where to do, or how to start. It's okay, guys. Understand that we have all been there. It's okay to feel lost when you're in your 20s. That's natural. Even though you're an adult, you're still very young. You just went from being a kid to being an adult. You're very new to being an adult. We all are, guys. So understand, all your peers feel lost. I know most of my peers right now, all they're doing is having sex, going out to parties, doing drugs, alcohol, smoking weed 24/7. So if you're one of the guys, they're actually worried about these things and you're actually thinking about how am I going to make money? How am I going to be successful? How can I break myself of these bad habits to become, a successful dude? Then understand you're already doing better than like probably 80% of dudes out there, because most dudes, they're just working the 9 to 5 and they're just not doing anything of significance or value. They're definitely not watching educational content like this one you're watching right now. They just, as soon as they get home from work, probably watching Mr. Beast or playing Call of Duty all day. You're actually making an effort. So for that, I want to say you're doing good already and I'm proud of you for that. Also, just a heads up, no one knows what they want to do in their 20s. Like, it takes time. You just gotta go out to the world, get experience, and just try things out until you find what you want to do, guys. Most people don't know what they want until they're in their like late to mid 30s, just so you guys know. So as long as you're not gonna be lost for that long, then it's okay to feel lost. Just make an effort. The fourth biggest mistake I made growing up that I need you guys to not make is making big financial decisions without getting advice from someone else that maybe that loves or cares about you, that wants your best interest, whether it's a friend or phoning a family member or talking to your mom and pops. It's cool. You're an adult now. You can do what you want. You're independent. But if you don't consult with someone before, let's say, going out to buy a car, going out to buy a fancy watch like this Rolex here, I literally went and I had really good months as a car sales, guys, and I made like 12 grand a month one month. And I was like, F it. I'm just going to put this big chunk of money, not all of it, but most of it, towards a down payment on a brand new Cadillac CT5. I put a picture of me up there on screen. I was pretty happy when I bought it. But guys, it was a nightmare financially. I couldn't afford the monthly payments because I had good months, but then I had bad months. Then I realized, freak, I'm losing a lot of money. What am I doing? So I had to end up just selling the car off, guys. And the worst part is I didn't even need the car because I already had another car I drive, which is a Dodge Charger. But I just wanted to look cool. I had a good month, so I wanted to just go spend big money and just try and show off. The worst part is like whenever I went to actually go show off the nice car to like my friends, they're just like, yeah, it's a nice car, bro. That's cool. And after that, no one even talked about it no more. So make sure before you make big financial decisions like buying a car, buying an expensive watch, buying, just anything that's super expensive, talk to people about it first. I'm not saying it's bad to buy an expensive car if you can afford it, but don't be just buying it because you're trying to impress others or you think it's gonna make you get girls or any stupid reason like that. If you got the money for it, go ahead. If you're like, you got money, but you're not 100% certain, you know what I mean? It's a bit shaky, your income is here and there, and you're not consistent yet, then don't do it. The fifth thing, and this one's a big one. How many of you guys like to compare yourselves to others? I'm talking about looking at other people that are maybe older than you or close to your age on social media. You see that they're killing it. They look like they're having a good time. They're fit, whatever, maybe they're rich, who knows what. There's a lot of fakeness on social media though, guys, because understand, you're seeing the 1% on social media. You're seeing the best, the highlights of people's lives on there, and you're comparing, your everyday life to these people's 1%. These guys on social media, most of them are fake. They're not showing you the bad parts where they're depressed, where they're crying their eyes out. No one ever posts that stuff on social media. They only show off the highlights, guys. I can't stress this enough. How many times, I want to look on social media and I see another guy who's killing it in the game, and I want to feel depressed. It makes me feel bad because I'm not doing as good as them. Don't compare your chapter 5 to someone else's chapter 30, guys. We're all in different stages of life. We've all got different processes we got to follow. Even if someone's the same age as you, who knows? Maybe this guy's been grinding and working on and hustling since he was 15 years old. So now by the time he's like 22, he's already got it. He's got it figured out because he's been doing the work in silence. People don't show that part of their life, like the actual hard work, the muddy stuff. They only show the best parts of their life. Understand, everyone's going through the same struggles, bro. It's okay. Which leads us to the sixth topic. Understand that you're not special, bro. The problems you're facing, I promise you, there's someone else that's facing the same issues you are, if not worse. So let me give you a perfect example of this. When I was in school, I remember I started having pretty bad acne, guys, and it ruined my mental health. I felt horrible. I felt like a monster. I felt cursed, guys. And I was thinking in my mind, no one else understands what I'm going through. My life is so hard. And I really had this self-belief that I was just cursed and no one else knew the kind of pain and problem I was going through. just because I had freaking acne, guys. Looking back on it, it's stupid, right? There's lots of people that they have acne. There's lots of people that, you know, they have even worse stuff. Some people don't even have 2 legs and 2 arms, guys. So what I'm trying to say is this: don't overestimate the problems and the pains you're going through in life, because I promise you, there is someone out there who's not only going through what you're going through, but there's someone out there who has it worse than you. Someone who got really bad news. Maybe one of his parents got diagnosed with cancer. That is really freaking bad. And you want to be over here like crying about a bitch that didn't text you back? That's stupid. Of course not, right? I'm not saying your problems are insignificant, but what I am saying is understand that in the grand scheme of things, it is most of the stuff we worry about, that we complain about, is very small little things that we should feel ashamed even complaining about. If it's not something huge, there's someone going through really bad things and they're still going through life and putting on a tough face, you know? Which leads me to talk about also that don't think that the people who are all the way at the top super successful are any different than you and I. They both bleed red. They're not superhumans. They're not special. I've met people that make millions of dollars, guys. And quite frankly, a lot of them aren't all that. Like a lot of them are actually fat, you know? They don't really take good care of themselves. They just really went hard at a certain business and then eventually it blew off. So don't think that to be someone who makes like lots of money or someone who has the 6-pack and is aesthetic, that you have to be some super athlete or like a superhuman. You really don't, guys. Like everyday kind of dorky dudes, they make it. So there's no reason why you, my friend, can't make it as well. The 7th thing I want to talk about is not being patient and quitting way too fast before you can see results, guys. So here's what I mean by that. Who knows someone who they started a New Year's resolution saying, I want to make $100,000 this year, or I want to have the 6-pack. I want to be in really good shape, okay? They start working out for a little bit, but then, you know, they don't see results right away. So they just kind of stop because it gets hard, their muscles are sore and they don't really like it. And plus they'd rather spend that hour or 2 hours sleeping or playing video games. We all know someone who done it, right? And it makes no sense logically, because you're thinking in your mind, you know, dudes that work out, they're like, well, that's stupid. All you gotta do is just keep training, keep improving your diet, keep hustling, and eventually you're gonna have the dream physique. We understand that, but how many of you guys that do that also aren't consistent with your goals? If you have a goal, you want to make like $100,000 a year or $10,000 a month. A lot of us, we make the mistake that we don't analyze and we don't self-reflect on our goals, okay? So like, let's say your goal is to have 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2024, okay? Every single month, you need to be gaining about 1,000 subscribers, right? So if you're not on pace to hit your goal, then you're effing up. Understanding that good goals that are worthwhile take time and you have to be patient for it. Not everything that's worth doing is going to be easy, guys. I mean, most of it's going to be hard. Who knows a guy that started working out, he went for a solid 2-3 weeks, maybe a month or so, right? But then he didn't get the results right away. Then his muscles were hurting. Then, you know, he didn't want to focus on his diet and he just gave up. Most of us know that that's pretty dumb, right? I mean, all you got to do is just show up, you know, have a clean diet, and eventually with time, you're going to get stronger and stronger and you're going to build the body you want. But he doesn't see the bigger picture. Most of us don't see the bigger picture when we start a business, right? So let's say your goal is to make $100,000 a year, okay? If after a month you haven't made at least $10,000 or $9 grand, then you should see, hey, I'm effing up. Most people start a New Year goal. They say, I want $100,000 a year. And then they hit month 1, month 3, and they've made literally no progress. They haven't even made 20 grand yet. They don't even think about it without a second thought. That's why most people aren't successful, is because they set goals, but they don't, month to month, you should be tracking. Are you on pace to hit your goal, or are you not? Okay, we got something wrong here. We need to analyze and see where we're messing up, how we can improve, how we can get better. Analyzation and just being held accountable and not blaming anyone else, but having 100% accountability is something you must have to be a successful man. Only women and children can live life and not be accountable for anything, but still be winners. Because, you know, women, they turn 18. I mean, fuck, every dude wants them. A man turns 18, nobody wants them, right? So we're just different. You have to be 100% accountable. Hold yourself accountable. Hold yourself to a high standard. Be patient and understand that with time, results will come. But you have to be willing to work when no one is looking. You have to be willing to do the right things even though it's hard and you don't feel like doing it. You have to be willing to just have blind faith that eventually, with time, your goals will happen as long as you don't give up. Anyways, guys, as always, hope you found great value in today's video. Name's Osil. I work as a personal trainer and I also do one-on-one coaching. It'll be the top link in the description. Hopefully you can subscribe so you see more daily educational content like this in the future. Check out this video right here. YouTube says you'll like it. And other than that, you have a blessed rest of your day. I'll see you on the next one.